Hey, welcome back. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. It is a Thirsty Thursday. I'm thirsty, and I usually have my first drink when we mix it up. Jaden Horn and Johnny McDonough are going to be here in just a bit to mix it up. Democrat, Republican, purple people hang out. But right now, great friends of the show, Jacqui Phillips and Will McLarnon, join us. And Will, you may know, is one of the emerging hot characters on $1 Million Listing, nationally acclaimed television show. And Jacqui is an author, a radio host. She's an entrepreneur. And she also just wrote a feature piece on Will McLarnon for Millennium magazine. So we're going to get to the Millennium stuff in a minute. I want to ask you, because you're an expert here. Across the country, I've been in the stock market and Wall Street for 30 years. Everywhere I look, I see green shoots. I see great things happening in the economy. On the left-wing media, all they want to talk about is impeaching our president, right? Last month was reported the highest number of new housing starts in America in like 50 years or something. Across the country, do you think with lower interest rates, there's more appetite now for people to become homeowners?
Absolutely. We've seen contracts increase. It's 2020, brand new year. Everyone's off to a good start. People are looking to buy homes, fresh start, sell their old home. I think there's a fresh new energy with the new year. There's been a lot of good news. I think we're ramping up. It's going to be a good year. So.
All right, so real estate, I mean, on the ground, you got boots on the ground. You hear from these left-wing commentators, they tell you all the bad stuff, but on the ground, you're a real estate agent, broker here in New York, which is the capital of the world, and you're also a $1 Million Listing, so you talk to a national audience all the time. And I guess, Jacqui, that's what drew Millennium into putting Will on the cover. Now, one thing I'm sure you know, but our audience may not know, he was, at one time, an underwear model. So it doesn't hurt when you have a background as an underwear model to put him on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah, it all sorts of modeling.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, you told me you were an underwear model, and those are like usually the top of the male food chain modeling when they have the body for an underwear modeling, right? But Jacqui, what else drew you guys? Was it the real estate? Was it the TV show? What else drew you guys to put Will's mug on the cover of the magazine?
Well, he had such an interesting story, great background, and since he is an emerging character on $1 Million Listing, 2-time Emmy-nominated show, he was just a perfect fit. And we had such a fun day. We toured the Ardsley, which was such a historic building. Barbra Streisand lived there for over 30 years. It's right on Central Park West, so it totally made sense. And
so, Jacqui, I want to ask you also, because other than your job writing for the magazine now and doing cover boy feature pieces, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business person. One of the other fallacies we hear often from the left-wing media is that women hate Trump, that women have less opportunity now, he's a misogynist, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think from a business perspective, your business opportunities under Trump are better or worse?
much better.
You do. What do you see? Because I know you're in luxury stuff and.
Well, I know just through watching my stocks, they are in such a different place than they were a few years ago. Like, it's unbelievable to see, the growth.
And the stock market, for those of you keeping score at home, is up 58% since Donald Trump took office. So it's, just short of a double there, 29,000 going to 30,000. Will, do you think, where do you see it right now? More kind of middle-class home buyers, or do you see more luxury type home buyers going for the big monsters, or a lot of the mid-range?
Over the last 2 years, we've seen a slight decrease with the luxury market, especially anything over $4 or $5 million in the Manhattan market, and nationwide. I'd say that the luxury market's been hurt a little bit, yes, the middle class has emerged, and there's all these great deals. As far as New York, you used to buy a co-op because it was 10-15% cheaper than a condo, but now condo prices have come down. So now people are buying condos because they're more affordable. And then nationwide, all the prices have come down at least 10-12%. Things are more affordable. People who have money saved up, they know right now is the time to strike. Buy low. Next 7-8 years, you're your house is going to be worth a lot more.
Thanks to the Trump economy, we also have some low interest rates right now. I want to thank Jacqui Phillips and Will McLarnon for joining us. I want to thank you for joining us through hour one. Stay right there. Live impeachment coverage, Jaden Horn and Johnny McDonough coming up, and Dan Isaacs right after this.